Bill McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place. With AI become a spin, join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
Hey, welcome. And here we are, coming at you from not so sunny Clearwater, Florida. I'm Bill McIntosh. I'm your host. I'm out here hanging out. This is the last show I'll be doing remote from Clearwater, Florida for my trip this time anyway. Be heading back to home base here very shortly. It's out there raining right now, which frankly kind of sucks for being in Clearwater, Florida in the rain. I'm here for the sunshine. But today we're going to be talking about how you can make lots of money in your business, whether you have an existing business that you're trying to grow or you're trying to start a brand new business and you want to use the most cutting edge, most up-to-date, most profitable methods and tools and techniques. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Give me a big old howdy in the chat. We are here live with you today on YouTube, part of our weekly live shows. We do them every Wednesday at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 Eastern, and here we go. So even on vacation, I'm still here doing my shows with you. That's how important it is that I get to hang out with you every week. So let's see, we got a bunch of howdies. Okay, awesome. Now, as you know, our shows are often sponsored by my very own brand called PushButton AI. And I think we have quite a few customers. So if you're a PushButton AI customer, let us know in the chat. And also let the audience know, what do you think of the tool so far? If you're a customer, is the AI courses that it builds, the AI businesses that it builds, the content, like share a little bit of what you think about that, and we can let the audience know about it, because we have quite a few of our customers here live with us, but we've also got a lot of people that are not part of PushButton AI, and maybe you don't even know what it is, which we'll talk about that a little later, but it's basically you push a button and it can build a business and launch it on the web. And we have a whole new business model we're going to be launching in PushButton AI coming up. Keep your eyes open, because we have actually a whole lot of new features that all the customers are going to get. So if you're an existing customer, you're going to soon be able to build PushButton affiliate sites where you can actually have an entire funnel to promote affiliate products, domain registered, site set up, all the copy written, all the everything done, even integrated with some of the leading affiliate networks like ClickBank, all at the push of a button, and it will launch your site. And within under an hour, the AI can write everything, build everything, launch everything, kick off the website, and launch your new affiliate business. But we'll be talking more about that later. But all PushButton AI customers will be getting these new features that we'll be announcing very, very soon. Cool. Well, today we have two really good segments we're going to be talking about. Number one, we're going to be talking about making money with newsletters. These are email newsletters. It's a business model that's become quite popular lately. It's one I've been doing for over a decade, actually, and have made literally tens of millions of dollars from my own email marketing and my own email newsletters myself. And so I'm going to show you a little bit about how you could use AI today to create and build newsletters. And by the way, a bunch of you asked last week if I could make a PushButton newsletter builder, and I'd like to give that to you today. So hang around, and when we talk about that, I'm literally going to hand to you a free PushButton email newsletter. It does research for you. It helps you figure out how to structure your newsletter, what it's going to be about, and then it will even write it for you. And I'm going to give it to you for free. How's that? So we're going to do that a little bit later. Also, we're going to be talking about something called custom GPTs. So it's a way for you to create your own, basically, it's a sort of your own version of ChatGPT, really. I'll show you how you can create these. They're your own, and you can use them to generate leads, or soon you can actually charge money for access to them. And they're very easy to create. You do not need to be a developer or a coder, although if you're a little bit technical, you can make some really cool stuff. But even someone who knows nothing about technology can make one of these custom GPTs. And One of the things that people aren't talking about is they're going to be an awesome way to get traffic, an awesome way to generate leads, and of course, even then have a premium one that you can make money for. So we're going to talk about all that today as well. And I'll answer all your questions about profiting with your own online business. So during these sessions, I usually cover a couple of topics. Then at the end, we throw it open to you can ask me anything. And I'm a guy who has generated over $100 million of revenue myself with my own internet businesses. And now it's my mission in life to help as many people as possible to achieve similar success. So I'm here to answer your questions about copy, persuasion, sales, running a multi-million-dollar business, starting a business, anything you could think of, I'm here to help you out with. It's my mission to be of service to you in building your own business. All right. So with all that out of the way, we're going to get started. And by the way, I'll just drop this to you now. Make sure that you are a subscriber to the channel. We're here every week, every Wednesday doing these shows, and I drop content all throughout the week teaching you techniques about driving traffic, getting sales, setting up and building your very first internet business. They're all centered around using the most modern and up-to-date techniques and using AI because, of course, I have an AI startup myself, and I'm all in on that topic. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. You'll see below the video a subscribe link. Give it a tap, just a gentle tap, not too hard. I know some people will tell you to smash the like button. I just want you just give it a nice gentle tap, and then that's all that's needed. So subscribe, and then of course, as you like the content today, assuming you enjoy some of what we cover, give me a friendly like. That helps feed the YouTube algorithm so that YouTube knows that our content is great. And by the way, this is a fairly new channel for us. We just started this a few months ago, and we're starting to build a decent audience, and we got a long way to grow to be where I want the channel, but we are just kicking things off here and getting things going. So cool. With that, I am going to get us rolling. And by the way, who here with the live audience, who here wants a free AI newsletter builder? Like, I just want to let me know if that's something that's interesting to you before we get into it. Yeah, would you like to have access to that? I'm gonna give it away for free in a little bit. So I just want to judge. I think you guys are gonna like it because the audience asked for it last week. So we aim to please. We're gonna deliver that. That was by request last week. So let's just check in and see. Would you like that? Would you like access to a free AI newsletter builder? Because as you know, we've been teaching how to start up and create a newsletter business. And check our channel videos. And I think we might even have a playlist on the channel for that. And we've been teaching you how to start an email newsletter business where you actually, that's your whole business, is just producing an email newsletter and getting subscribers, and you can turn that into money. So we've been teaching how to start one, and we've been doing a little bit of a live case study where we've been going step by step and building our own email newsletters and showing behind the scenes over our shoulder what we did and how we did it. So if you want to build a profitable newsletter business, make sure that you, number one, subscribe to the channel, but you can look in our archives, look under videos on the channel, and you can check our playlists as well. We've been doing a series where we teach you how to set up and launch your newsletter business. And okay, good. So the audience says that chat says you want it. So you guys do want the free AI newsletter builder. So you can take my video training that we're releasing on the channel about how to build a newsletter business, and then the AI newsletter tool that I'm going to be releasing to you in a little bit, and put the two together, and you have yourself a complete business if you want to do that. So just follow along with our training on the channel, use the tool I'm about to give you in a bit, and you've got everything you need to literally build a business with just those two things. Okay, now let's do this. I'm going to dive into the next segment, and let me just get my stuff set up. And if you recall, what I do on our live show is I record a segment of training. So in just a moment, we're going to get started, and I'm recording that segment of training so that we can use it in our courses. We can reuse it in creating additional training videos. We can cut it up and release it as videos, but I'm going to be recording it live with you as an audience watching. So you might see me do like a retake, or I have to do a take two if I mess up, or I might make notes while we're live for my video editor. But just so you know, once we get in and we start going, that's what I'm doing. If you see me making notes or doing double takes of things, but we're going to be recording this segment, and our first segment, of course, is on how to write an email newsletter using AI. Okay, let's get that. We got that, and I think we're ready. We're ready to get rolling. Okay. Here we go. The email newsletter business is one that's incredibly appealing to me, and that's because it's a simple business model that can produce a substantial amount of income. It's easy because all you have to do is give free information away to people who are looking for it. That's it. You can get subscribers to your email list. You can then turn that into money, and you don't need to build a big complicated business. You don't have to have even have a website to do it. And you can get started with a very little upfront investment compared to what other businesses cost to start. Now, one of the other things that's incredibly appealing is that you can use AI to actually write your newsletter. So with AI, you can research it, you can find out what you should write, you can find out what structure you should use, you can even get the AI to write every one of your episodes when you release them to your newsletter, and it'll do it. And I'm going to give you a resource at the end of this little training that will actually create, research, write, look up on the internet and find information and compile and create an email newsletter for you. Like, it will literally, hands-free, the AI will create your email newsletter for you. So all you have to focus on is getting more subscribers, because the AI and the tool that I'm about to give you is going to do all the heavy work for you. So before I give away the AI tool that's going to let you have a way to do this for free, let me show you a little bit about the theory behind what we're doing and why we're doing it. And first off, before I do that, I do want to show you this. This is actually pretty darn impressive. So here is an email newsletter right there called TLDR. And TLDR is an email newsletter, and they're making $4 million a year is what they're reporting. $4 million a year with just an email newsletter, to give you some idea of what the scaling potential is. And there is story after story of people that have built a newsletter business. Some of them have even exited and made tens of millions of dollars by selling their newsletter. They build it up, get it very popular, get a lot of subscribers, and then they flip it and sell it. And I've seen case studies of people making tens of millions of dollars where they just walk away from the newsletter, sell it to someone, and put all that cash in their pocket. Now, I can tell you myself personally that email is the #1 money-making channel in my business. So a lot of people would be surprised by that, because you think email and you start to think like, well, that's been around for a long time, decades. People have been using email for decades. So is it still really effective? Email marketing is dead, I've heard. But I will tell you that to this day, it is the single #1 biggest moneymaker in my business. Is the email list, the email newsletters, and the marketing we do on it is what brings in half my revenue, comes from just that one channel. So it is an incredibly powerful and very profitable way to make money. So now you might be getting started for the very first time, and you just don't even know what to write about. You don't kind of understand how your email newsletter should be structured or any of that. So we're going to talk about how you can use a tool like ChatGPT to research this and figure out exactly what your newsletter should be about, and then create a template and then have it write that newsletter for you. And we'll do that all together here. And then at the end, I'll give you a tool that'll make that whole process really, really simple. So let's get to it. All right, so for this, we are going to be using ChatGPT. So we're going to use ChatGPT, and we're going to go into ChatGPT, and we're just going to have a conversation with it. So the first thing that we really need to do is kind of figure out like who our newsletter's for. A lot of people start out with just a general idea, and so you can actually have a conversation with ChatGPT. And let's just say, I don't know, in this case, let's say I want to start an email newsletter about AI, but for entrepreneurs who want to make money online. Can you tell me how I should structure it? What kinds of topics I should cover, and more information about who my potential readers could be. So let's actually fix my spelling here, because entrepreneurs, I don't know why it always gets me. And then we're going to submit it. And so this is the beginning steps of just starting to do some research. And you'd be really, really surprised about the kind of information that it is going to give us. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out by just kind of figuring out who we're going to serve with this. We just start with a very generic idea. So your generic idea might be, I want to do a newsletter about woodworking. I want to do a newsletter about social media marketing. I want to do a newsletter about natural health or weight loss or whatever your topic might be. You can come up with any generic general topic and have a conversation like this with ChatGPT, and it's going to help you work out essentially kind of like you really will understand your business and have like a mini business plan. So it's giving you a bunch of help here about what to cover in your newsletters. So it's talking about who our potential reader profile is, what interests they might have, what challenges they might face, what are their aspirations, what are they trying to achieve, what kind of topics we might cover. So it's giving me all kinds of fantastic information about the newsletter that I could create. And that's the first thing, is you want to have an understanding of who your audience is, what are the problems that you help them solve, or the goals that you help them achieve, and what are the benefits at the end of the day that they get by reading your newsletter and getting help from you. And so ChatGPT has now done a fantastic job of explaining to us all of this stuff, and is kind of now primed to help us with the next step. And the next step is going to be, we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to ask ChatGPT, please create an email newsletter template for me designed specifically around your advice. Okay, and we're going to submit it. Very simple prompt, right? We're kind of having a back and forth conversation. And so here it is. It's making a template for us is our next step. So it's actually creating a whole template. So if you're not sure what you would want to write in your newsletter, you're covered. It now is telling you all about a step-by-step template of what you should put in your newsletter. So this is sort of like a generic copy and paste, fill in the blanks kind of a newsletter format. And you could literally build out a newsletter like this and then paste it into your email software and hit send. And that's all you would need to do to have a business. But what we can do is take it a step further, okay? Okay, and so we could say that template looks great, please research and write for me a complete newsletter using this template and the information you provided above. Okay, and so you don't even have to be able to spell right to be able to build a profitable business. So I can't even seem to spell template today. Let's do that. Okay, and we're gonna hit send. And so this is going to create a very basic newsletter. And you might be prepared, by the way, to have to go back and forth with ChatGPT. And often it will even do research if it can't figure out what to do. Okay. Like this. So it was trying to do some research for me, but couldn't figure it out. Oh, here we go. Now it's writing it. My point is, and while it's writing, I'll come back on screen here. Let me get the right window going. We'll come back to me while it's writing it. So we're going to let it write our email newsletter. But what you might end up having to do is go back and forth a little bit. And so it may give you a newsletter and you may say, hey, actually, can you make it a little longer? Can you add more information about this? Can you look up that? And you might have to guide it and do a little back and forth, but you'll come away with a pretty good newsletter, okay? And this is the most basic type of newsletter that you could create. There are other more advanced types of newsletters, and they're ones that I recommend, and our free tool that I'm going to be giving you in just a minute will do it for you. And that is, you should be curating up-to-date, cutting-edge, new information and working that into your newsletter. Like ChatGPT will kind of put together a good newsletter issue. Like your issue of your newsletter will be great, but it could be better if you add in some cutting edge new information that's on the marketplace. Because ChatGPT is lagging behind it. Right now, it's a few months behind in terms of its knowledge of what it knows. It used to be quite a lot more behind than that, but it's getting better, but it's still a few months behind. And if you want cutting edge new information, you're going to have to do a little more work. And that's also a process called curation, where you can go out and find other newsletters, you can find news articles, blog posts, and you can feed them to ChatGPT by just copying and pasting them to give it more information and say, hey, work this topic into my newsletter. Say, hey, I'm about to give you an article from, wherever. Please use it to create original content in our newsletter. And it will then take what you paste from the web, and it will then create the newsletter and add a new fresh element to it of new cutting edge information. But those are the basics of putting together your email newsletter. And of course, that's faster than just sitting down and banging out an email newsletter from scratch. But I'd like to make it even faster, even easier for you. And so we have something very special, and we're going to be giving it away for free to everyone who is a subscriber to my newsletter. So all you have to do is subscribe to my newsletter by going to pushbutton.ai/subscribe. Go to pushbutton.ai. Go right now. Open up a new tab in your browser. Go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe, and you'll be able to get your free newsletter writing tool that I'm going to be releasing here in just a moment. I'll be showing it to you in a moment. But so we have a free newsletter writing tool, and it quite literally opens up in ChatGPT. We're going to give you a link. So we'll give you a link to get access to it. It will open up inside ChatGPT itself, and it will actually do all of this stuff for you. And it can help you research, write, create, and actually do a much better job than I just did while we were here live. And you'll have an entire a tool that you can come back to every time you need to do a new edition or a new issue of your newsletter, and it will write it for you. Not only that, it can even research for you, where you can go and learn about what your audience and who your topics and what you should be talking about for each of your newsletter issues. And then producer Nick, I think you probably already put it out there, but if you could pop that link out there I don't know if you have yet or not, but it is pushbutton.ai/subscribe. And it is completely free to anyone who subscribes to our email newsletter. And I'm going to pull it up and show it to you in just a moment. And then here, little note for editor, what I'm about to talk about, we won't put in the video. So again, note for editor, let's not put this in. But the tool that we created for you is a custom GPT, by the way. So which I'm going to show you how to make one. I'll show you how to make your own custom GPT a little later in this episode for our live show today. So again, note for editor, don't put any of that in the final video, but just for the audience so that you know that's what this tool is. And you'll be getting it for free, and I'm going to show it on screen now. So again, for all subscribers, you'll have access to this, but let me show you really quickly what it actually does. So you can come over here to the email newsletter and you have some choices. You can tap on any one of these links to get started. So let's say, for example, if you don't even know where you're starting, you don't even have a template, you don't know too much about what to do next, you could start with this link right here that says, can you help me come up with a template for my newsletter? Or if you don't even know what kind of a concept, like what your newsletter is going to be about, you just tap on this one right here. And it's going to walk you through step by step, coming up with what your newsletter concept could be, what your topics should be, the structure of your newsletter, and it will then create a template that you can come back and reuse over and over again. And then once you have your template, it'll actually create it for you. So you can come in here and paste your template and it'll create your newsletter for you. Let's give you an example here. So let's ask it to create a template for us. Okay. Oh, first it's going to check if we're a subscriber. Okay, yeah, and we'll say, yes, I'm a subscriber. Okay. So now it's going to walk us through step by step through that process that I just went over with you. So you don't have to keep rewinding and fast forwarding and going back and forth in the video. Instead, it will guide you through the process and help you along the way. And it's going to actually do a much more robust and complete job than I did in my example. So now it's telling you, hey, tell me any information that you know, right? And we can give it as little or as much information as you know about the newsletter. And so I'll do the same thing. I'll just say, I don't know much, but I do know that my audience wants to make money by make money online with an email. I'll just say with AI. With AI, many are new and don't have a lot of tech experience. Can you figure out everything else? And so now it's going to take that whatever information that you do have, as little or as much as you have, and it's now going to give us a complete breakdown of our newsletter and what should be in it, what it should be about, and all of that. And then from there, it can create your template. And we specifically programmed this custom GPT that we're giving you to walk you through this and to be very comprehensive. So without having to go back and forth with a million different back and forths, it's going to be extremely comprehensive and do a fantastic job just by answering a few simple questions. And it's given us a bunch of information, background info, a little mini marketing plan. It's talking about here's the content we should put in it. I like that. This is fantastic. And so now it's going to keep guiding us. So next step, now that we've got the concept outlined, the next step is to create a newsletter template. So we're going to say, No, ChatGPT seems to have got stuck. Okay, there we go. Please continue and create the complete template. So it's now going to make our template. And then the final step is it's going to write our whole newsletter for us based on that template. So here's the template. And you can copy and paste this to come back in the future. Next time you want it to write an email for you, you can just say, hey, write me the next newsletter. Here's my template. And you can just copy and paste the same template that it's using over and over. Yes, that's perfect. Please research and write a complete issue for me. So it's now going to write it for us. And instead of staring at it while it writes, I'm going to come back on screen. Just get the right window up. And there we go. So again, to get access to that, just be a subscriber, and it will guide you. If you're not already a subscriber, the tool will guide you to where you can click to go subscribe to our free email newsletter. It doesn't cost a dime, and we'll give you access to our custom GPT that we created for building, researching, writing templates, and creating complete episodes. It will even do research online where it will look stuff up on the web, do research on up-to-date information, and write your email newsletter for you. So you can literally copy it, paste it into your email software, and hit send. And that's all you'll have to do. And so once a week, if you had a newsletter business that had a weekly newsletter, is log in to our custom GPT that we are giving you, go through the process, copy, paste, send. And that's your entire fulfillment and delivery for that business. That's all you'd have to do. Then you could put all your attention on getting new subscribers, which I'm teaching you how to do on my channel every week, all throughout the week. So that is it. So, by the way, if you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, smash that like button, or give it just a little gentle tap. Give it a nice little massage the like button, and let YouTube know that this was good content and you found it useful. Of course, if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button down below. And of course, this free bit of this free tool that we are giving is available to everyone who subscribes to our free newsletter. Just go right now to pushbutton.ai/subscribe to subscribe to the newsletter to get access to this and a whole bunch of other stuff, including an 8-point checklist of the 8 different things that we are doing to make piles of profit using AI right now in our own businesses. So you can get our checklist, you get access to this tool, and you get our weekly newsletter and a lot of other great information to help you build a profitable business using AI. So, all right, so with the live audience that's here now, what I want to do is some quick Q&A. So producer Nick, are you out there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, fantastic. So I haven't been able to watch the chat. I'm just on this dinky little laptop right here. So I'm basically, just so the audience knows, I'm using my mobile phone as my camera and this little tiny laptop right here from the hotel room where I'm here remote on vacation. And that's my broadcast setup for today. So I can't really see the chat too well. But producer Nick, did we have any on-topic related questions?
Yeah, we had some questions about our our new email newsletter tool.
Mm-hmm.
And Pete,
well, you worked very hard on this. So Nick has put a lot of time and effort. He and I worked back and forth of designing a tool that would give you the most we could possibly give you. So Nick, you may even be able to answer some of these questions if it's about the tool itself.
Yeah, sure. And I'm also, we're not done. We're, updating it in real time and polishing it, making it as nice as we could make it. So I'll be updating it So I'll respond to feedback on it. But one person wanted to know if they needed to if they have to put in their API keys to use this thing.
Nope, no API keys. You just click the link and use it. That's it. And just be a subscriber.
Yep. Someone else said, so we don't need Beehive then in response to this new tool?
Well, you will need a way to send your newsletter, right? So if Beehive is for the audience who don't know what that is. Beehive is like your email platform where you send your newsletters through. What we're giving you here is the tool to help you write that content so that you don't have to write the content. You still need, whether you're using Beehive, you could be using a tool like a Weber, GetResponse. There's a ton of email sending platforms and tools. This does not replace those. This just creates the content. It writes the content that you then copy and paste into your email platform. So I do fully recommend Beehive. That's what we're using for our email newsletter. So by the way, little plug, we can drop our affiliate link as well. Producer Nick, if you can pop that into the chat. But we do have an affiliate link. We earn a little bitty commission if you do buy through that link. It helps support the channel. Yeah, Beehive is the tool. And I've been teaching a method of using something called boosts to actually be able to get free subscribers. We covered that on a recent episode on how to get free subscribers to your email newsletter using the boost feature on Beehive. And I think to use boost, you need, I think it's called the pro level, I believe, in order to do that. But yeah, then our link, it's pushbutton.ai/B14. Is that right? Like B the bug, BEE 14. Pushbutton.ai/BE, B like the bug, the number 14, because you're going to get a 14-day free trial. That's what the 14 is all about. So you'll get a 14-day free trial of Beehive, and that's our affiliate link. And there you go. But you do still need it.
Yeah. Another question on the tool, which I'm pretty sure we just answered, but I'll read it out loud anyway. Do we have to buy credits for the tool?
Oh, for our tool, the content tool? No, it's just click the link. It's assuming it does work with ChatGPT. So it's assuming that you have a ChatGPT account. Okay, so it will work in your ChatGPT account. But you just tap it and then log into ChatGPT and it just works. There's no credits, no API keys, no technical setup, none of that stuff.
Yeah, I just linked it.
Cool. And then give us feedback about the newsletter tool, and we will adjust, adapt, improve, and make it better and better. Now, one thing too, I'm going to be talking about in our next content segment. I'm going to show you how we made that. Okay, so this is something called a custom GPT, and you can make them too. And I think that this is a huge deal. And again, I'm going to do the content segment in a minute, but it's a massive way to get traffic and get subscribers. Like you'll see how we just used it, right? We're using it for lead generation. We're giving away a free tool powered by ChatGPT. It's totally free, but that when every person who uses it needs to subscribe to our email newsletter. It's a fantastic lead generation tool for us. And so I'm going to be showing you today, we're going to do a segment on how to create your custom GPTs. But let me just tell you something. There's a trick that I'm going to teach you, hopefully next week on next week's live show, where you can use your custom GPT to rank #1 on Google for some terms that are sometimes very difficult to rank for. So yeah, we'll be covering that. I hope to do it next week. I'm traveling, then of course we have the holidays coming up. So I hope to do it next week, but maybe 2 weeks at the most. But I am going to teach you how to make one of these yourself and then get free traffic from Google and get subscribers to your own email newsletter. So this is all part of what I'll be teaching you. Okay, any other on-topic questions?
No, I think we're caught up.
Okay, fantastic. Then on that note, we're going to move on to that. So who here in our live audience, who's interested in making one of these? Would you like to make your own custom GPT that is yours? You own it. And you get to actually, you could make it so that it is by subscription. So people have to sign up to your email newsletter in order to use a custom GPT. Would you like to learn how to make one? In the future, OpenAI is even promising to have custom GPTs that you can charge money for. So you can create a very custom, really cool, your own little mini ChatGPT bot and charge access to it and make money right on the ChatGPT platform. That's not released yet, but it's coming soon. But personally, I know I'm going to love it because I can get a ton of free traffic and a ton of new subscribers and free leads on my email newsletter using this strategy. For our ChatGPT, but you can even upload documents. So if you have some proprietary or good information, you can upload that information.
We're coming back. Technical problems. Don't go yet. We're working on it. He's remote right now. He's not on site, and his connection isn't as good as it usually is. So hold tight.
All right, let's see if you hear me here.
I hear you.
All right, I don't know what's happening with my phone, but it's acting like I'm in the studio, but it is not letting my camera come through.
Oh man.
Let's see. My laptop camera will come in. This is going to look horrible, but I'm back on an awful looking camera.
There we go.
So I'm not sure what happened here. Yeah, it just won't let my camera on. All right, sorry everyone. This is what happens when you do a broadcast from vacation. Okay, we'll just get rid of that. Okay, cool. Well, okay, now let me see if I can recapture my notes that fell over when I had to pull my camera out or my phone out of the. Look at that. All right. And actually, what I think we're going to do, what I'm going to do at this point, because we have been on for about 50 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just switch gears here for a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that training about doing your own custom GPT. I'm going to do the full training next week on next Wednesday's show, just with the technical difficulties we're having here. And now it's going to be very difficult for me to share my screen and broadcast all from the same little tiny laptop. So I will be doing that content on next week's show. But what I do want to do now is talk about PushButton AI really quickly. So if you didn't know, if you're not a PushButton AI subscriber or member already, a paid member of PushButton AI, it's a platform that can completely transform how you do business. By pushing a button, you can build an entire business, register a domain name, build a 12-module training course, create videos, create audio lessons, get a logo, a blog, a squeeze page, a free report, pushed by just hit a button and it creates all of that, puts it online and launches your brand new business. So we're in the middle of doing a webinar promotion. So if you want to watch that webinar replay, we do have it available. We have PushButton AI is open. We open it for these private promotions that we do. It is not publicly available, but right now we're in a replay that closes tonight. So we have a special promotion going on, closing up tonight. And if you are interested in learning more or watching the replay for that, if you want to find out what kind of powerful technology could literally build a whole business at the push of a button, then you're going to want to go to pushbutton.ai/free class. Pushbutton.ai/free class. You can register for it there. It's a private promotion that closes tonight. So if you're watching this live, it closes tonight at midnight. Okay. So I want to just bring that up. And then what we'll do right now is we're going to go to open Q&A. And let me get the volume up here so I can hear producer Nick. And
hello, can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
All right. So
all right. You know what I'm going to have to do is mute here and go on here. All right. Is my echo gone now?
Let's see. Okay, it sounds like you're good.
Okay, good. So, again, sorry everybody for the technical difficulties, but next week I will be at home base and we'll do a proper show.
Yeah, and speaking of that, we didn't even think this far. That next week, that's a day before Thanksgiving, and Greg wants to know, given the holidays, will Bill be live during that time?
Let's see. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
we will.
There's your answer, Greg. And then Pete, he says, I don't know if you mentioned a Black Friday sale, but he just said it's not in Black Friday sale. I'm not quite sure what he's referring to.
Okay.
And now's the time for the questions to roll in.
I can't even hear you.
Oh, bummer. I don't know if the audience can hear me. Shoot.
Yeah, it's me. It's all my connections here in the hotel room.
Oh man.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Well, next week it'll be better.
Yeah. So let's do this. We'll continue to do some Q&A, but I'm going to push a quick little commercial break, and then I'll come right back while I debug my technical setup. But here's a quick commercial break. That is if I can click the link.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This PushButton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
All right. So trying to handle my technical problems here. So the hotel I'm in, I cannot get the bandwidth. So we started out with plenty of bandwidth, and it's just throttling it, and it's not coming through properly. So, but producer Nick, are you still here?
I am.
Okay, cool. So let's go to general questions.
Yeah, so Willie says, hi, Bill. I'm looking to start some type of online business. How can PushButton AI help me? Oh, can you hear me?
How can PushButton AI?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
this is.
I'll repeat the question he said.
Okay. This is crazy. I think I know the question, so I'll go ahead and try to answer it. So PushButton AI is something that builds your business for you. So it creates what I think is the most profitable type of business to build with AI, which is an information or an e-learning business. And what it does is it literally does everything. You log in and you can tell it, hey, I want to do a course on how to do woodworking as a hobby to retiring men over 65. And then it will build your whole business. It will create the course. It will create what's called a squeeze page to build an email subscriber list. It'll create a free report you can give away. It registers your domain name, sets up your website. It does everything. You literally just connect up your bank so you can get paid and you're in business. So that's PushButton AI. And if you want to learn more about it, there are two things you could do. First off, right now we have a replay going of our webinar. And you can catch that at pushbutton.ai/free class, or you can request a live demo and talk to somebody live. They'll pull it up on screen and show you how the system works, what it does, and then invite you into our early access program. And for that, go to pushbutton.ai/demo. So hopefully that answered the question.
All right.
And what else we got?
So this is from, I'll read what Linda has to say. She says, I bought this program to promote my current business and to create new online businesses. Better than anything I have ever seen. Very much recommend it.
Oh, awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and I'll read you a question from Sandra, and I think you answered this when you answered Willie's question. But Sandra says, what is the name of this product that creates the whole business for you?
No, yeah, that's PushButton AI. That's the company I founded. It's the unofficial sponsor of the channel. And it's currently in private early access. So it's not publicly for sale. And that's what we're having right now, where you can get your free demo or attend our webinar. And that's the links we've been giving out. And Nick, if you can give out those links in the chat.
I'll push them again, yeah.
Yeah, that's the business. It builds your whole business for you.
Okay, we have another question that just rolled in. So this person...
I don't know if you're talking to me, but I didn't hear you.
That's okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's do an ad break test. So for everybody in the audience, I'm going to go ahead and hit the button that has YouTube push out our ads. And we like to do this as an experiment. So I'd like to know, let me know in the chat if you get an ad and what kind of ad it is, so we can learn how well YouTube is targeting my audience here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll take a quick commercial break. Those of you with YouTube Premium, you won't see an ad. And sometimes YouTube doesn't push out an ad at all. So they kind of just do what they want, even though I hit the button. So I'm going to hit that button. Let me know in the chat if you get an ad and what that ad is about. And we'll be right back. All right, so it says it inserted an ad. You never know for sure. Let us know what that ad is for you. And are you still with me, Nick?
I am.
Okay. Yeah, this has just been awful over here, trying to make all this technology work. I can't figure out why. It's
well, next week, I guess we're back to normal.
Yes, it'll be nice to be at home base next week. Yeah. So, all right, cool. Well, we're back. Let's go on to the next question.
Yeah, so we have a question that says, does PushButton AI show you how to drive traffic?
If you join our early access program, yes. So we have a complete training series that we're giving everyone who joins our early access program that teaches you everything you need to know on how to get web traffic. It's called Traffic Generation Revealed. And everyone who joins during the early access phase is going to get that training, as well as coaching. So we actually have consulting and mentoring of experts who are going to help you launch your brand new business. And that includes getting traffic. This is working out, turning out, I get to, everybody's asking great questions. It lets me pitch PushButton AI.
Right.
So what else we got?
So I'll read you what Tamara has to say. I'll just read you her comment point blank. She says, I don't know what is the program about it. Maybe it is not for me. Do communicate with clients? Is it required to talk to clients?
No, this business model does not require that you talk to clients. So with this, they're paying to have access to a course. So it's a training course that teaches them how to do something. And the AI can create that course for you. And so they sign up online, they pay online, and you don't have to talk to customers.
All right. So Sandra says, this is too expensive for me today, but soon. Can I become an affiliate without having the product?
Right now, we're not publicly open, so we don't have a public affiliate program. So right now, this is a closed private program. Soon, we will launch to the public, and at that time, we'll have an affiliate program.
Right.
And we've been talking so much about PushButton AI. We're going to push a quick little commercial break. They'll tell you all about PushButton AI, and it's a really weird and bizarre commercial. So I'll be pushing that out, and then I'll come back and answer more questions. So if you've got any questions about driving traffic, how to make sales, how to grow your business online, ask them now, and we'll get to those questions as soon as we come back from this very weird commercial break.
You can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
All right. And I'm back with an awful camera and a very bad connection, but I'm back. All right. So let's go back to Q&A. So ask me anything about business building, driving traffic, making sales, whatever you need. I'm here to help.
Yeah, so Willie says, Bill, tell us about building our own chatbot, please.
Yes. So building your own chatbot, I'm going to do the complete segment and step-by-step training on that in next week's episode. Because of all the technical problems we're having right now, I don't think I can get the train. I'm on this little dinky laptop here while I'm on vacation. So I'm here in Clearwater, Florida, actually, at the moment. and we've had some technical difficulties. So that part of the training I'll be doing next week.
All right, we have another question. Are you ready for the next one?
Sure.
All right. Did PushButton AI create that weird commercial?
Part of it, yes. In fact, we did a whole training. I showed how we made that commercial. Don't we have a video on that, Nick, on the channel right now?
We do. I'll come pull it up for everyone to see.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we did a complete video training on exactly how we made that commercial. And Nick will share that in the chat. And you guys can watch that after we wrap up here and find out how to make your own commercial.
Finish it in the chat.
Okay, great. And there's quite a lot of really good content on the channel about how to use different kinds of AI tools to build your business. Anything from making music that you could use on video and audio, creating e-learning lessons, on creating a newsletter business, making ads like we just made. In fact, like our mascot that sings me into the show at the beginning, we have another episode that we did where we taught how we made that. And then I think we did an episode on how we made the president's commercial, you know, the commercial we have of the presidents arguing about PushButton AI. All that, everything we make, we teach you how to do the same thing on this channel. So make sure you subscribe. Massage the subscribe button, just very gently. Next question.
So, really wants to know, how long has PushButton AI been around for?
Approximately 6 months from the time we started pre-selling it.
All right.
What's next?
So Daryl says, how do we get the newsletter tool after we subscribe? Thanks. And I just linked it in the chat. So you just hit that link and you can go see the tool.
Yeah, there you go. Just tap that link and it'll prompt you. And you could, if you haven't subscribed yet, it'll ask you to subscribe and you can click the link that it gives you.
Yeah, we're caught up now.
Okay, good. So next week's show, not only will I teach you how to build one of these chatbot tools, I'll show you how to make that inside your own ChatGPT, how to make it public so that you can then use it as your own like lead magnet, right? So just like we did. So we're offering it as bait to get people to subscribe to our newsletter. And I'll show you how to build one, and then I'll show you how to get traffic to it so that you can build your own subscriber base using a tool like that. So we'll cover both of those things next week. And so we'll do this. This will be final call for questions. So if you have any questions at all, you want to ask me about PushButton AI or just anything. If you have an issue you're having in your own business, you want some advice or some help driving traffic, whatever your needs are, I'm here to help you grow your business. So ask those questions. We'll do a quick final YouTube commercial break. And then let me know in the chat what kind of ad they give you. All right, they say they inserted the ads. And let me know in the chat. If you don't get an ad, let me know that too. And producer Nick, it's so weird because YouTube, it will show ads to some people. Sometimes it'll be really targeted, really good ads. Other times they're untargeted. And then sometimes it just doesn't show ads at all for no reason. It's kind of strange. They just do what they want.
That is weird.
Hey, I guess if you're Google, you get to do what you want.
I guess some people, Google probably has more data for some people. If you're like a YouTube addict and you have hours and hours on the platform, they probably know what to show you. versus someone who's not as much of a YouTube person. They probably, maybe they don't have the data. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, that might be it. Or maybe they're not logged in or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But let's do our final round of questions. So let me know if there's anything you need any help with, strategy, tactics, traffic, sales, whatever. And we'll do our final round of questions and then wrap things up today.
All right. So here's what Chris has to say.
Okay.
Chris says, "What does this cost me? Also, since you have since you have made so much money with this system, why are you staying in such a basic hotel room?"
First of all, this is not a basic hotel room, but yeah. Yeah, I've been here. I'm in Clearwater, Florida, at a beautiful hotel. Whether or not you can tell through this camera or not, but if you'd like to find out how much, then go attend the free class.
Yeah, I'll put the link in right now.
And what else do we have?
So someone has the question, what is the best way to use this knowledge for me to help small to medium-sized businesses?
Well, we do have a reseller program coming soon. So I can't tell you a lot of details at this point, but you'll be able to use PushButton AI to build sites for service businesses. So think dentists, chiropractors, painters, roofers, anybody who provides those kind of services. You could use PushButton AI to build and sell them complete lead generation systems. So, and it'll be part of our reseller program, and we'll be talking about that more soon.
All right.
And what else we got?
So we got Willie. He says, Bill, say I decide to go with your program. Are there any guarantees, or is there anything else you can say that will convince me to buy?
Well, if you like push-button business building and you'd like to have a complete support system with all the training that you need to get traffic and turn those into sales, then you should be part of the early bird program. And if you choose, you can even get one-on-one consulting to help you through the entire process. And to find out if it's a right fit for you and see if, first of all, and to see if you're eligible for the early access program, I would recommend you schedule a live demo. So you can just go to pushbutton.ai/demo, schedule a demo, and find out. And by the way, these shows today, it seems to have turned into the PushButton AI hour, but it's really about me being able to help you. So these shows are for the content so that I can help you in your business journey. So come on back to one of our future shows and bring me your traffic questions, bring me your sales questions, or if you want to ask strategic or tactical questions about building and growing seven-figure businesses, that's what I'm here for. So definitely, I live to help you grow and build seven-figure businesses. So I do ask you to come back on next week's episode, ask some more questions, and get my help. That's what the show is for. And I apologize for the technical difficulties we had this week. But that's what happens when you try to do a live show while you're on vacation. And so we're going to be wrapping up soon. So I want to remind you to subscribe to the channel. If you're not already a subscriber, you'll see a link down there, a little button that says subscribe. Give it a little gentle tap. And were there any other questions before we wrap up today?
Yeah, this one's kind of topical. It's current events related. Daryl says, did you hear that YouTube is going to make channels tell if they're using AI videos or not?
I have not heard that. No, that's yeah, I'll have to look and see more into that. I don't know anything about that.
I know a little bit. Yeah, TikTok has already been doing this. They're making you. I think on the TikTok platform, you just have to. It's like a checkbox when you publish a video. Has this used anything? Has this video used AI to make anything? Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, now
weird.
Yeah, I was just hearing silence, but now I hear you.
Weird. But yeah, there are some platforms are asking you to disclose if you use AI or not in your videos.
Okay, well,
I'm not scared of that. The reason for that being, TikTok has been doing this actually for a month or two, and the AI content still does extremely well, even when it's labeled. They're not throttling AI content or, de-ranking AI content just because it's AI or you disclose it's AI. And I don't think YouTube is going to do the same. YouTube has had a history of being very bullish on AI, and even if they're making you disclose your AI content, I don't really think they're going to penalize you for it, as long as you're honest about it.
Yeah, and I'll be finding more information about this, and we can even come back, maybe do a whole episode on this topic, because I know it's an issue with places like Amazon, and then Nick, you're talking about TikTok as well. So we can come back and talk about what are all the big platforms' policies when it comes to using AI. So Google has a published policy, and we'll do a roundup of all of that. What do you think, Nick? That should be a good topic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do a roundup of from Google as a search engine to Amazon and their platform, and all the others. We'll do a big roundup to let everyone know when you're using AI, what do you need to be aware of?
Right.
Cool. So let's add that. So we got 3 segments for next week already all planned out.
Okay.
And then are we good to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we're all caught up on the questions, and I think now's a good time.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I'm going to end off. I'll push our final little commercial for PushButton AI, and we're going to be wrapping up. I want to thank you for hanging out, especially those of you who made it through all of my tech problems here. And I look forward to seeing you next week back from home base. And off to the commercial we go. A member of PushButton AI, then what are you doing? So I would like to invite you to a free masterclass. We're going to be covering in detail how to create an entire digital online course, an entire business, in fact, that can be set up 100% using AI. And if you'd like to attend that free masterclass, what you're going to want to do is head over right now to pushbutton.ai/free class. In that class, I'm going to show you how we can help 2 different kinds of people. Number 1, if you've got a business and you want to add training, courses, or information to your existing business as a new profit center, or maybe a way to add value to your customers, then I'm going to show you how to do a detailed 10-module training course, including 50 to 60,000 words of content, have it set up and built for you by AI. Also, if you're trying to start your first business online and you're looking for a great business model to make some money online, then PushButton AI is the right solution. And I'll show you how you can use this amazing tool to build an entire business like that. In a snap, PushButton AI will build an entire course for you, create video training, audio training, write your sales page for you, write 30 days of emails for you, create your logo, build your website, set up your shopping cart, set the entire thing up, create a members area so that people can pay you to get access to the course, and you get to charge money and keep all the profits. It's quite easy. You answer 2 questions and you hit a button, and it literally does everything for you. A logo, a 30-day email sequence, your sales pages for selling your product. It creates the entire training course that you can charge money for. It installs your website, sets up your hosting, launches your site. It even helps you pick the perfect domain name, all powered by AI. You just literally log in and start up your brand new business. So attend the free masterclass. I'll show you a live demo of how it works. I'll explain the entire business model so you can see exactly how does it work and how do you profit. That's pushbutton.ai/free class. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. You'll see it down below the video down there somewhere. Hit subscribe, hit the like button. It actually will make sure that you're notified next time that we go live. We release content all throughout the week, by the way. So we have videos on additional strategies and tactics. We'll be dropping to you all week long. Check out all of our useful content. Head over to pushbutton.ai/free class if you're not yet a customer. Every paying customer, we're going to be taking today's training. We'll take all the prompts, all the resources, everything that you need to use it, and we're going to put it in your paid members area. So you'll see it in your AI profits course inside your members area. On that note, I'll see you there. Bye for now.
Presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This PushButton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.